Michael Jeffrey Jordan, also known by his initials MJ, is an American former professional basketball player and the principal owner of the Charlotte Hornets of the NBA. He played 15 seasons in the NBA, winning 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls. There's no denying Michael Jordan was a very, very good basketball player. But even he has made mistakes in his life which he doesn't want you to see. So today, guys, we're going to be going through the dark past of Michael Jordan. So guys, hopping in at number 10, it's that Michael Jordan didn't let his family come to playoff games. There's a little loose talk surrounding this one, but enough loose talk going around about this one to make it worthy of inclusion. Michael Jordan was a guy who liked to have fun. There's no denying that. As we'll see later on his list, Jordan also wouldn't let something like playoffs or NBA Finals games ruin his good times. That being the case, he certainly wasn't going to let his family stand in his way. Rumour has it that Jordan was usually pretty adamant that his family didn't come to major playoff and finals games. While the usual excuses like needing to focus or not wanting to interrupt their schedules were used, many people suspect the real reason has to do with Jordan's desire to sleep around, party and gamble as much as he'd like. With that being said, it moves us easily and quickly on to number 9. He used to stay out all night gambling during the playoffs. Jordan's legendary love of gambling reportedly rivals his love of basketball. While some people go so far as to say that Jordan's gambling habits and subsequent debts may have been the cause of his father's death, we are not going to speculate on that conspiracy here. What we do know is that his love of gambling almost cost the Bulls their 1993 Eastern Conference Championship victory. While playing the Knicks in New York, Michael decided to hit up the Atlantic City casinos and stay out all night. The Knicks ended up winning the first 2 games and Michael never played worse. When Michael was finally taken away from the AC blackjack tables, he managed to lead the Bulls to yet another big series win. At number 8, we have that he bribed Charles Barkley and actually pretended to be his friend. There are some Michael Jordan stories that skirt the line between horrible and awesome. This is certainly one of them. The same year that Jordan spent the Eastern Conference Finals in Atlantic City, he decided to become friendly with Charles Barkley during the NBA Finals. The problem there was that Jordan was facing Barkley's Suns in the finals that year. Nevertheless, Jordan spent a lot of time gambling, playing golf and partying with Barkley. Jordan reportedly even bought him a $20,000 diamond earring. After the fact, Jordan stated that he did all this so that Barkley wouldn't be so eager to cover him during the finals. He even said that he would never really be friends with that fat and that $20,000 meant nothing to him. At number 7, guys, we have that he actually tried suing a local grocery store for $8.9 million over $4 worth of coupons. Now, $20,000 may not mean much to Michael, but apparently Mike can get pretty riled up over coupons. Around the time that Michael Jordan gave his Hall of Fame speech, a grocery store in Chicago decided to run a promotion in which they handed out coupons for $2 off steak that congratulated Jordan and included the number 23. Reportedly, only 2 of the $2 coupons were ever redeemed. However, Jordan caught wind of this and sued the grocery store for using his name and affiliated logos. While Jordan's explanation that he worked hard to make his name mean something and he wanted to protect that does make some sense. It seemed unbelievably petty of Mike to ever follow through with the lawsuit. Number 6. Spitting on cinnamon rolls so nobody else can have them. Remember that we just mentioned that Michael Jordan was petty? We don't think that you can ever fully appreciate just how petty the dude is for the simple fact that most people could never imagine caring about the stuff that Jordan seems to care about. For instance, Jordan really liked cinnamon rolls. In fact, he used to have a private chef that would sometimes travel with him who specialised in making cinnamon rolls. As you might imagine, Jordan also had a team of bodyguards who would follow him around. Now, a normal person might do something like offer some cinnamon rolls to the people paid to protect him. Not Jordan. No, Jordan saw his bodyguards eyeing the fresh cinnamon rolls and decided to spit on all of them so they wouldn't have a chance to eat them. Number 5. Disrespecting 2 United States presidents over golf. For most people, getting a chance to play golf with most presidents would be the kind of occasion that they treat like a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. As such, they would be on their best behaviour and act relatively civil. Not Michael Jordan. In the 90s, he had the chance to play golf against Bill Clinton. Jordan reportedly trash-talked Clinton the entire match. Now this trash talk started as pretty friendly banter, but apparently soon escalated as Clinton refused to take some of Jordan's bets. Years later, Jordan revealed that he hadn't had the chance to play against President Obama, but wouldn't want to anyway because Obama was a hack golfer. Obama responded by saying that he thinks he'd probably be as good as Mike if he also had the time to play twice a day for the last 15 years, and noted that Jordan's time might be better spent helping the Bobcats. At number 4, we have that he threatened to beat up Robert Parrish. Now, long before he was an official NBA Hall of Fame inductee, Robert Parrish was an all-around great player and genuine class act. Parrish helped lead the Boston Celtics to 3 NBA championships in the 80s with his stellar center play. During his final season in the NBA, Parrish decided to sign with Chicago in the hopes of winning one more championship. He did, but he had to put up with a lot of Michael Jordan along the way. Simply put, Parrish didn't think he had to respect Parrish's veteran status and still saw him as the enemy. During the team's early practices, Jordan let Parrish know that he wouldn't automatically have his respect and that Parrish shouldn't step to him because Jordan would beat him up. The 7-foot, 230-ounce Parrish informed Jordan that he didn't have a chance of beating him up. Jordan got the message and backed off. At number 3, we have that he reduced Kwame Brown to tears. Kwame Brown is generally thought of as a bust with pretty good reason. He was a guy that was expected to come into the league and absolutely dominate from the center position. He went so far as to tell Wizards coach Doug Collins that he would never regret drafting him. Collins, the Wizards, and then Wizards president Michael Jordan went on to draft Brown. Brown was thrilled to play basketball for his idol Jordan, but soon found that reality was far from the dream. Jordan rode Brown constantly during practices and even in Brown's free time. He often invited Brown to his home and berated him to the point that Brown was reduced to tears. Number 2. He charged $15,000 for a photo. If you grew up during the Michael Jordan era, there's a good chance that Jordan still possesses a kind of aura that elevates him above other celebrities. Michael Jordan was just magic on the court in his prime. There was nobody quite like him, and he played with and against some all-time great players. Well, one person who felt that Michael Jordan was magic was the rapper Chamillionaire. In fact, Chamillionaire got the chance to meet Jordan at a party. He went up and asked if he could get a picture, even though he expected Jordan might say no. Jordan not only told him no, he told him that he isn't. He then told Chamillionaire that he would take a picture with him if he spent $15,000 on one of his old jerseys. And finally at number 1, Michael Jordan turns his Hall of Fame speech into an ego trip. The reason this is number 1 isn't necessarily because it's the most horrible and unforgivable of all Jordan's actions, but because it's the one story that really summarizes what kind of person Michael Jordan is. When Jordan was inducted into the Hall of Fame courtesy of a voting landslide, nobody was surprised. Some people went so far to say the rule should have been changed so that he went into the Hall of Fame sooner. Jordan's speech included a hint of Jordan's greatness, but it featured a lot more of Jordan's ego. From acknowledging that his family only to tell his sons that he feels sorry for them to calling out everyone's he's ever had the slightest grudge with, Jordan turned the Hall of Fame into a monument to his pettiness. Now that is going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy this one, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and share the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.